Hey, it's Kelby. In this video, I'll show you how Rock My Retirement's punishment features work. Punishment adds harsh conditions to the Monte Carlo simulations, so they are more challenging than we would expect. This allows you to test how likely your retirement is to hold up under very difficult conditions. So let's see how that works. The Monte Carlo simulation generates randomized economic conditions that reflect some of the ranges and patterns we have seen in historical periods. By testing many simulations, we can estimate how likely your retirement is to hold up against conditions that are consistent with the conditions and patterns that we've seen over the last 100 years. The last 100 years have seen some pretty rough conditions at times. The Great Depression, stagflation in the 1970s, the Great Recession brought about by the subprime mortgage crisis, and COVID. So a regular Monte Carlo simulation already takes into account the odds of some pretty rough times. But if that's not enough, Rock My Retirement also lets you crank up the heat and run a Monte Carlo simulation that assumes things will be even tougher than they've been in the past. I call this adding punishment to your retirement. Rock My Retirement allows you to add two different kinds of punishment to each simulation in the Monte Carlo analysis. You can select either, both, or neither. The first type of punishment we can add is inflation. When we choose to add inflation punishment, Rock My Retirement will add an extra inflationary cycle to every scenario. This is in addition to however many inflationary cycles already exist in each simulation. For this added inflationary period, you can choose the average duration and the average rate of inflation for the inflationary cycle that gets added to each simulation. And you can also choose the standard deviation for each of those values. The second type of punishment that we can add is a bear market. When we choose to add bear market punishment, Rock My Retirement will add an extra bear market to every scenario, in addition to however many bear markets already exist in that scenario. For the bear market that gets added to each scenario, you can choose the average percentage by which the market crashes during the bear market, as well as the average duration of the bear market. You can select the standard deviations for the size of the crash and for the duration of the bear market. Now, remember that if we start adding bad things to scenarios, the Monte Carlo simulation will give you an overly pessimistic assessment of the odds that your retirement will hold up. So don't let it get you down. But adding a little punishment to your Monte Carlo simulation can help you identify the kinds of conditions that will wreak havoc on your retirement, and you can use that to better protect yourself against the most dangerous circumstances. And I hope that helps you rock your retirement.